Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some more NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Now, as most of you can tell by the title, thumbnail, and what's on the screen for you today, what I have for you happens to be the best 6'10", or generally the best big man build in NBA 2K23 Next Gen, because this build is inspired around being able to spread the floor, finish at the cup, and of course lock down on defense like every big man should be able to, whilst also having the capabilities of breaking people down one-on-one. Now, a few weeks ago, we did make a 6'10" big man build that happened to be an Anthony Davis build, and that focused more around playing in the post and getting to mid and finishing at the cup, as well as playing defense. Whereas this build is inspired by the one and only Karl Anthony Towns, because it works a lot around being able to spread the floor whilst also being able to finish at the cup and basically play defense. Now, as you can guess, the position is power forward. We're gonna go right-handed, jersey number, I don't even remember what number Cat wears, but for the sake of it, we'll go 34 because I'm pretty sure he wears 34. I might be wrong, I might be right, don't judge me. Now, height-wise, the build is 6'10", whilst weighing approximately 243 pounds. Emphasis of this being we wanted to get it low enough that you could get a 70 acceleration on the build. Then when it came to the wingspan, we decided to give this thing a 7'5" wingspan. Then, of course, body shape, it is what it is. It doesn't affect the build and how it plays or anything. I just like to go compact, but because it's a big man, let's go solid just so we look like we got some girth to us. Pause. Now, before we get into the skill breakdown for this build, I do gotta say a special shout out to all of you for all the support you've been showing on the channel. At the time of recording this, we are 4 subscribers away from 1,800, which is a big old mark for me. So I do gotta say thank you to all of you for all the continuous support you're showing. But I do gotta say, if you like today's video and you wanna see more content like this, or you wanna see some gameplay, because you know what I'm saying, we're trying to pump that out a little bit more, then do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button down below, because we are trying to get at least 30 likes on this video. If you're new to the channel and you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. As I said, you guys are the ones who are helping me grow, and we need to do it as quick as we can before 2K24 comes out in a few months. And lastly but not least, of course, don't forget to drop a comment down below telling me what you think about the build, whether you like it, hate it, anything you change about it, as well as telling me any other possible builds you guys want to see me make on the channel. I'm not going to lie to you, the next build I'm making is most likely a moment Stephen Curry build, or it's going to be a Kemba Walker build just because I love the man and I haven't seen him play in a while. Now, getting straight to the physicals, we decided to go to 70 XL, which is why we dropped the weight down to 243 pounds with a 75 speed, allowing you to be one of the quicker guys on the floor when it comes to bigs, just because, yeah, majority of bigs have a speed around a 60. On the stamina side of things, went with an 85, decided to go with an 80 on the vertical to allow you to get those big man contact dunks. And then, of course, when it comes to strength, went with a 57, but this was mainly influenced by what we did on the defensive end of the ball. Now, to get the actually, this is a strong point, but it's not the strongest point of this build's gameplay. We decided to go with an 86 when it came to the driving dunk. As you can see, that allows you to get that beautiful gold limitless takeoff, as well as silver posterizer, gold aerial wizard, and gold pro touch. When it came to finishing, we decided to put this up to an 82. Key thinking here was we wanted the extra badge point, as well as, hey, it gives you the nice ability to finish at the cup with contact layups if you aren't able to get those contact dunks off. Close shot, decided to go with a 76 just because you always got to go with this to get that extra badge point, as well as that silver fast twitch, which I'm not gonna lie to you, fast twitch is a badge, as a big you need to run, because I had a big run it against me and a couple guys running in the theater, and it was OP. On the driving dunk side of things, on the standing dunk side of things, decided to go to 60. As you can see, this was only just because we wanted to get them 16 total badge points. Now again, if you're me, core fast twitch, slap on posterizer, then tier 1, obviously you got to get that gold limitless takeoff. I would consider maybe Masher. Nah, actually, don't even run Masher. You're going to be paired up alongside a bunch of dudes that are way bigger than you. So go with Fearless Finisher. Now, when it comes to shooting, this is where the build stands out from the last 6'10" big man build, and that we managed to put this build all the way up to an 85 on the mid-range. Sorry, on the 3-ball, whilst the 71 on the mid-range for the extra badge point, and then gave it a 78 free throw. Key thinking here was a lot of dudes don't shoot mid-range jump shots playing the 4. A lot of them usually spot up at 3 or just finish at the cup, in which case all you really do need is an 85, is a maxed out 3 and a high enough midi that you can knock down a couple shots. Plus, it allows you the capabilities of getting gold claymore, Hall of Fame slippery off ball, space creator, as well as gold guard up, corner specialist, and then of course you have the beauty of silver deadeye, limitless range, blinders, catch and shoot. I would personally core gold catch and shoot, slap on corner specialist, guard up, not even guard up actually, claymore, and slippery off ball. This badge right here these two badges right here are the most slapped on shooting badges, just because they do a lot more than you think. So if you have an opportunity, try them out. Now, on the playmaking side of things, we went a little bit, you know what I'm saying, high. We went with an 80 when it came to the ball handler, just because as a big, you're not ball handling that much, but that does allow you the capabilities of being able to break people down. Speed with ball, we put it all the way up to a 67 for the extra badge point. And then of course on the pass accuracy side of things, we got to put it kind of high, because as a big, you will get double teamed, you will get trapped. And in those situations, you want to be able to knock the ball out, in which case you need a high enough pass accuracy. Now, with 17 total Playmaking badge points, it's your choice, a mixture of how you want to do this. Again, you are big, so there's no need to really run things like floor general, dimer, anything along those lines. Nor is there, but you could easily run a beautiful combo of hyperdrive, killer combos, clamp breaker if you want to be a little bit twitchy, as well as quick first step. And then obviously it's a choice of what tier 3 badge you want to core and which other one you want to get. Now defensively, this is where the build really stands out, because not only does it have ability to finish at this amazing rate with the great shooting and great finishing, but it also has an 82 interior defense. Let me lower that strength down because that jumped up with how high I put up the interior defense, which allows you the capabilities of getting Hall of Fame workhorse and silver interior lockdown. On the perimeter side of things, it does manage to get a 74, meaning you can step out there and keep offenses true if you do get into a switch situation. And then obviously on the steal side of things, you always got to go with at least a 78, because this does allow you the capabilities of getting silver interceptor. A 93 when it came to the block, because really and truly we wanted the capabilities of getting that gold anchor, because as a big you should be running a defensive anchor. Then when it comes to the defensive rebound, we put this all the way up to a 93 as well, just because we wanted to get that gold rebound chaser. And then obviously on the offensive rebound, we maxed it out as high as we could at a 77. At an 81, you do get an extra badge point on the defensive side of things, so if you really wanted to, you could easily switch it up and possibly just go, oh damn, you gotta go a little higher than that. Yeah, never mind, it is not worth it. If you gotta take off that much speed, it might not be worth it. But at an 81, you do get an extra badge point, which is considerable if you want to. If you're me and if you've managed to finish the earlier season of NBA 2K23 Next Gen, where you get double, what's it called again? Damn it, double core on a single attribute play style, I would personally put it on defense, because that way you can core anchor and rebound chaser together. And then, actually you don't even need to core anchor, you don't need it down here. I would core anchor, slap on gold rebound chaser, slap on gold box out beast, Hall of Fame workhorse, post lock that. Like with 27 total badge points, you can make a great mixture, especially with the capabilities of the tier 1 and tier 2 badges being these nice, as well as the fact that you only truly need 14 maximum tier 3 badge points, in which case you can spread 14 down here, which 4, 6, 8, 13, and one more, wherever the hell you want it. You can really do a lot. Plus worst comes to worst, you can slap the +4 you get from playing my career down here, giving you 32, which allows you a lot more flexibility. Now in total, we do finish with 27, 34, 44, 52, 62, 78 total badge points on this build. And again, if you finished all seasons of NBA 2K23 Next Gen, that becomes 77, plus the +4 you get from my career. That gives you a grand total of 81 total badge points on this big man build, making it insane. Now, when it comes to takeovers, very first one, limitless range, because as I said, we gave the build an 85-3 for you to be able to spread the floor, in which case you will want a shooting take to start off with. And then for the secondary take, I personally insist you get something along the lines of either paint intimidation or see the future, just because see the future comes through a bit clutch, especially in some games where loose balls just love to fly over the hell they want. But I'm gonna go with paint intimidation just because I love to guard the paint. Now, the players we managed to get in the shades of for this build happen to be none other than Andrea Kirilenko, Evan Mobley, and Jeremy Grant, which makes a whole lot of sense. Each of these players on their own right is a two-way player. Only thing is, out of all of them, they're not great at rebounding, which is kind of funny. They're decent, but they're not great. But defensively, they can guard at the perimeter as well as in the paint. Offensively, they can knock down their shot from 3. Creating their own shot is a whole other thing, unless they're playing it inside. Now, the build name happens to be an inside-out glass cleaner, which makes a whole lot of sense because, yeah, it is what it is. And I personally think this might be the nicest build out there. Now, do me a favor, go down below in the comments, tell me what you think about the build, whether you like it or hate it, whether there's things you change about it, or whether there's things you really do think emphasize how good the build is. And also, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as turning post notifications on. And lastly but not least, don't forget to hit that like button, because it does help with getting this video out there and helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps us grow and allows us to do a lot more on the channel. Anyway, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.